What is good, y'all? It's Ronald, also known as Youcapper from sportsmemo.com. We got Chris B capping again once again with me. We capped 2 games live yesterday. I think maybe 3, but we only had 2 official plays yesterday, and they both hit. Marlins first 5 and the Mets first 5. Man, that was a pretty good one after having. I think we went 0-1 on the show the previous day, so it's always good to have another bounce back day after that. Did you have any other bets to go on after? Off of the ones that we didn't do yesterday, Chris?
Unfortunately, Ronald, I fell for the Astros in the bounce back spot yesterday. And really, honestly, it was just based on price, and it was based on them, having Montez on the mound for the A's last night. Stud pitcher, but I feel like if you the data kind of supports that the Astros do well against the really really good pitchers, right? We've seen them have
Yeah.
really really good games against some of the aces in the game. So, coming off a loss, they also do well. So I backed the A's first 5 just because I got a really good price on it. I think I got it at like minus 120. So just not needing Mr. Garcia to give up a grand slam, and I probably win that bet. But the
Yeah, that
Astros
grand
came out,
slam
they
was a lot.
struggled.
If you watch that inning though, he had 2 walks in a row, and I think when Pinder hit that grand slam, I think what was the count 2-2 or something. I can't remember, but it seemed like the ump was kind of off on his balls and strikes during that inning. It was just bad timing. But yeah, without that grand slam, if they could have got out that inning, we would have. I mean, the unders would have hit, the run line would have hit, and everything. So that
Yeah.
was just unfortunate, and it's just we were talking to Finesse earlier. Yeah, okay. I wasn't the only one seeing that then. Okay, Anthony Harge in the chat was saying that some balls were called as strike, or some strikes were called as balls. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was pretty bad. But yeah, with that said, I mean, like me, you, and Finesse was talking about the Astros losing 2 in a row to the A's, and what that's gonna look like today. I mean, it's hard to imagine that they're gonna lose 3 in a row. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shoot. You know what, dude? Like I just talked about that we were gonna talk about the White Sox and the Rockies. Do you want to look at Astros and A's instead?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
All
I
right,
don't
let's
care.
let's do that. All right, let me bring my screen up.
What up, Mitch? Mitch in the
Oops.
chat. What up, Mitch?
What up, Mitch? All right, one
He
second.
Anthony said Astros are 9-2 after a loss in Game 3 of a series. A's are 2-9 after a win in Game 3 of a series. Yeah, Anthony, it's a lot of trends, bro. That I feel like the Astros just aren't like after a loss. The Astros are pretty good too, and they lost yesterday. If Astros don't win here, man, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I've lost 2 days in a row in the Astros because I had the Astros first game as well. Just coming off that, kind of coming off the heater. They beat the Yankees going into the All-Star break. They came out. They ended the
They swept the
Marlins win
Mariners.
streak of four. Yes, I mean the Mariners swept the Mariners. So yeah, and for some reason the A's just have their number, and sometimes you see that with teams. The same way that the Astros kind of have the Yankees numbers, and the Yankees can never beat the Astros.
Yeah. So this is what Anthony was talking about, the 9-2 after a loss in Game 3, 2-9 after a win for the A's in Game 3. So that's what he was talking about there. So we got Javier versus Irvin. Irvin, obviously, he's one of their more solid pitchers, but they just never give him the run support needed. 5-12 to the under, 5-8-1 to the under there. Irvin goes pretty deep into those games, up in the six inning mark here. Daytime, that's I mean, Javier's killing it. 2-0, under 1 ERA there. Irvin 2-8, 3.49 ERA. The home road splits is interesting though, because you see Irvin at home 1.63 ERA, Javier 4.6 on the road, 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
Last 3 he's been struggling, 5.93 ERA. Opposite for Irvin. And if we look at
Run support, what we got?
run support here, 2.67 last 3, 3.33 at home on the road. He's getting a little bit more run support last 3 starts, 2.78 there.
That scares me already, Ronald, because so many of those stats, not of course they're not identical, but so many of
Yeah,
those stats look just like yesterday. This looked just like Garcia. This looked just like Montes on the mound, who was also a pretty good pitcher. I think that the A's thing isn't necessarily their pitching all the time. They have some
yeah,
quality pitchers. It's the lack of run support. I think in the games that Montes was a home favorite yesterday for the A's, Ronald, leading up until yesterday, he was getting about I want to say less than 2 runs as run support throughout, and that impacts your overall record, which a lot of people who don't take deep dives into the game, just
yeah,
kind of look at those stats. But
yeah.
he's a really good pitcher. He's solid.
Yeah. The other, so you know, obviously, Irvin's a very, very solid pitcher. He wasn't getting the run support, but if we look at the last few games against righties, A's are putting up pretty solid numbers against righties at home. The last few games, 2.62 there,
Mm-hmm.
five run support, um, versus their normal regular season at 203 and 285 ERA. I mean, sorry, 285 run support. Lefties here for the Astros, they do hit the lefties on the road a little bit better, but it's not like a huge margin. Striking out less, they do strike out less against lefties as well. What is okay, 4.67. So he's not really a strikeout pitcher anyways. Okay, let's go to give me the
Total was
dog.
already at 7. One of the first things that jumped out to me, Ronald, was the total being at 3.5. Just because I know if you've been following Ronald, he always, and I mean we talk about it on the show too. Just
Yeah,
the Astros against starting left-handed pitchers, those games always go under, but they do
yeah.
have the total set at 7. In the
Did it
first
open
half is at
at
3.5.
it opened at 7.5 and it's gone down, so I like that. I mean, even though we lost a half run, I think it's still pretty
Mm-hmm.
solid. I believe that's one of the trends that I put up as well. Let me just double check. Yeah, so if we go here, let's look at Astro. Oops. So if we look at Astros, and Fave and
Mr. Chris don't care what games we talk about. Yeah, I don't care, Mitch. If we can win some money, Mitch, I'm trying to do it. What up, LJ? LJ in the chat. Mitch said the Nerfy was around minus 120 last night. I'm gonna look at that Nerfy right now.
yeah, so if we look at Astros as favorites against starting lefties, 22-7 to the under on that full game. And the other thing that I added on the trend too is if they're like heavy favorites, minus 175 or greater, there's that 12-1 to the under there.
Damn. How many runs is
Yeah,
that, Ronald? Look, what's the average total?
about 6.
8. 8. The 6 runs, and the lines typically set at about 8. That's 8.04, right?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So I see what you're saying. You're talking about that, the average
Yeah,
total.
and only 6
Yeah,
and
yeah.
about 6 runs. Yeah. I was looking at both of those. Yeah, for sure.
So the first 5, 2 run support, 1.23 there, and then 3.69 for the Astros, 2.62 for the opponents. If we look at who
What
they
about
faced,
recent? What about? I was about to say, yeah. Let's look at who they faced in recent games.
oh yeah, they had a Cole Urban 1-5 there already.
Okay. Another
That's one
Cole
of
Irvin up there on it
yeah,
as well. That's an under
yeah.
two.
But that
Six
was
and
yeah,
six
and
and one.
that went the other way.
Total was set what at 8.5 though.
Eight
Okay.
and a half, yeah. So it's gone down every single time they face Urban. Or here's
Makes
another
sense.
one. So
Seven and
seven
a
and a
half
half.
went
This
over.
one went over. Oh shit, that's the only over. That was the only over. It was Cole Urban that first game. It went up to 8.5 here, stayed under, and then went down, stayed under, and it went down again a whole run. Let's look at Javier if any of his starts are in here. No, none of them.
None.
Let's take that out.
One and three. That's a favorite against the left hand, and then them facing the left-handed pitcher.
Yeah. regardless of, and if he's on the road.
He
That
got a
went
minus
under.
170 in there, Ronald, that they
Oh,
lost
man.
to Robbie Ray and the Mariners.
That was an L, but that went over.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you think the A's can win 3 in a row?
I think anything's possible, Ronald.
Jeez. All right,
But I
so look
think
at,
anything's
here's
possible.
the
I just
run
don't know
line.
if I want to put my money on the opposite side.
What is the run line on what is the run line on the A's? Because
The
his
run
full
line on
game,
the A's.
yeah,
The plus 1.5 is plus 100. That's pretty good value.
that's pretty good. Because look at this. All right, so we're just looking at how Astros do against lefties. We know that goes under, and then as favorites, and then with Christian Javier as the starter, 1-3 straight up, 0-4 on the run line. We can see that the A's are hitting better lately, right? And if they can limit the Astros runs with Cole Irvin on the mound, which he's proven he's been able to, and he's even beat them before. I feel like there's value in that run line full game, right? Wouldn't you think? Let's look at the
I would
other
agree.
side.
Yeah, I think it's the only way I could look, just because I think who mentioned it earlier. LJ mentioned it. He mentioned that no, he didn't. Somebody mentioned that just the Astros aren't scoring. Like they're really just not scoring as many runs as they're capable of scoring. This is a high-powered offense that, kind of put it in gear. Maybe overachieved just a tad bit. I don't know. Just not getting up for the big opponents. What is this, Ronald? This is
Cole Irvin at home.
At home.
Yeah, so like his run line isn't as great there, but the under still looks solid. Right?
And that's with the total being set at 7.5. Like religiously, look at that. His average total is 7.5.
Yeah.
And a part of that is because he's a good pitcher. The other part of that is that they know that the Astros, the A's don't score.
Yeah.
7.5 is crazy for that to be your average line.
Yeah.
All look at that. He's only given up one though. That's reminiscent of Lopez yesterday. I know Lopez was a blank when we talked about the Mariners game. The Marlins game, but
so he had this one 1-6, 4-5. So at home against the Astros, he's a little bit different than let's look at away. He faced the Astros. He's faced them like 4 times. Might skew some. Alvarez was out. Oh, Jordan was out during that time period. I forgot about that. All right, so let's see when those games were. Astros. Oh, sorry. And that was the 9th to 21st. Okay, so he was out this one, and they still put up hella runs. Okay. To me, the only way that I could look is towards the under or the run line on the A's.
Yeah. Which one you like better, Ron?
Just overall, probably the full game under. Right? Do we expect the A's to continue their hitting streak? To be able to put up runs. Cole Irvin's already, he's shown to be an under pitcher. He's pretty much their top guy there. And then if we go back to Javier, he's been a solid full game under pitcher. So first 5 is actually to the over. I'm assuming it's probably because of the totals. Yeah, we're seeing some low totals here, 6.5s. Hey, look at this one right here. he went against the A's. That one went under 3-1. So it's definitely doable that he can. I mean, it's done before for this low total to go under.
How many times is this that he's seen the A's this year? Just that one.
Just that one.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, I would say full game. I would say full game under on this one.
I like the full game under. I like that a lot. I also like. I mean, if we think that the A's is going to continue to struggle, and that if we think that the Astros is going to continue to struggle to score, specifically early in the game, and that the A's can kind of keep up their hitting, you can get some value on the run line for the first 5 too, Ron. That plus 0.5 is plus 110 right now.
Wait, say that one more time. Sorry.
So I was saying that if you think that the A's are going to can somehow continue to score, I don't think they need to score a lot of runs, and you think that the Astros are going to continue to not score to their ability, especially if we think we like Irvin on the mound today, then the first 5 run line at plus the half is plus 110 right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, just Javier in general, it seems like those run lines when he's a favorite are definitely doable for the A's because he's 3-10 right there.
Mm-hmm.
Lost to the Angels, lost to the Royals outright. I mean, that's kind of scary for taking the under. But then you have Irvin on this side. All right, we've been on this one for a while.
We have.
But yeah, so I think I would say Astros A's full game under 7 and see if we could trust both of these guys to do their part in general. And then also the A's have been struggling. The Astros struggling to put up runs, and then the A's hopefully get back to their normal selves and not put up runs. That's what we're banking on there. All right.
Yeah, you hope that Javier would be able to slow those guys down.
I appreciate you, Cameron, for hopping in, bro.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
that's dope, bro.
Okay, all right. Next one, let's go to the Marlins and Reds. Marlins and Reds. Marlins and Reds. I think I remember this one. Okay, so Garrett and Castillo, both pretty solid pitchers here. Both trending to the under. 2-7 to the 7-2 to the under for Garrett. 9-4 to the under for Castillo. At home, he's been. I would say, like, you could see how the ERA is a little bit higher than his overall average. So he does worse at home than he does on the road. And then a little, you would say the same thing here for Garrett, right? He does a little bit worse on the road than he does at home. As far as that goes, the bats is where I was really focused on, because you can see the huge gap here with the Marlins versus righties on the road than against lefties on the road. That's like a 1.6 point a run gap. That's pretty huge, significant as far as that goes. And then on the red side, they hit for average a lot better and almost a full run higher against lefties at home. So that's where I was
looking with this, Ronald. You was going over?
No, yeah, I was going over because so this is the way that I was looking at it. Both of these guys are, as far as pitchers, right, as pitchers are unders, but the bats in these spots specifically are significantly greater than the opposite, right? So that's where I see a little bit of an advantage, or where you could see there could be some numbers skewed, right? Because they put, sometimes the people will lump that all together, if that makes sense. But if they can if they do hit well so much better against righties on the road, and then on the opposite side here, and we take that average, they're gonna give a lower total, if that makes sense. And so we could see a little bit of advantage on our part if we do a little bit more deep dive and dig in a little bit more than others. We can see that there is an advantage to the over on these specific spots. So that's the way that I was going, is towards that over. I know as far as trends wise, because I was looking at that, and then the bullpens are pretty. I mean, if we go full game, that's the reason why I wanted to focus on full game, not the first five, is because of the bullpens are actually pretty bad here. So even if they stay under in the first five with these two solid pitchers, we could possibly get the over. After they are switched out. Hopefully that makes sense. And then
No, it does make sense.
this is the other thing too. We're looking at Marlins game 3. Overall, 18-7-1 to the over, 15-10 to the over, and this one here after a win, 11-3 to the over. So that's pretty significant trend right there on these game 3s for both teams. Not looking at who the pitcher is. So if we go here, yeah, that's the way. I think that might be the right way to go, Mitch, with the live look.
Yeah, live total look for sure.
Yeah. Especially if they start off pretty strong, like maybe after the third inning, maybe. And, all right. Okay. So yesterday there was the same instance, but they got messed up by Hunter Green. He's been so inconsistent. But before that, you got 8 and 6 here. And then Taiwan Walker, obviously, they're going to struggle against someone like him. And they had Alcantara on the mound as well. So that was a pitcher's battle. They put up 4 there, 5 there. They got blanked by Wainwright. That one's interesting. Yeah. But I think from that point, I just feel like they're going to be able to put up numbers in this spot. Specifically, I think if you look at how they do when they get sort of beat down, right, 2-0, the next game 8, right? They got 0 here. They put up 5. I just feel like this is like a little bounce back spot, in my opinion. If we're looking at totals, so even if they put up under 2 runs per game in the first 5, the majority of the runs come up afterwards. Here they're allowing 2.54, so that's a pretty big number there. What we can do is, what is the total? Is that at 8.5?
It's 8.5. Yeah, I just checked it, 8.5. What about? I see. What about?
Yeah.
Can we see if can we see how they do after a loss, and then the next game they face a starting left-handed pitcher?
Yeah. With the road split too, or just in general?
We could look at both. 4.8, 4.61.
Yeah, so it still looks like they put up more runs after the first 5, no matter what. 4.61, 8.5. Let's see what the who's the starting pitcher again?
Garrett and Castillo. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He said Castillo has been pitching well. Last game before he might be traded. He might be on one, trying to get out of Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. I mean, I don't think it's not that significant. There's your Nerfy though.
That's exactly what you're looking for. Bless you.
So 8-1 there, 4-5, 3-5, 2-3. Let's see what's Castillo at. He said, "What about Castillo?"
He said, it may be his last. It may be his last game. He might be on one tonight, trying to get
the trade deadline.
Yeah.
He put 4 wins in a row. Cubs, Braves, Rays. Oh, damn.
3 unders in the over. Yeah, that's why I was looking towards Cincinnati in this spot. Like I said, I hadn't fully dove into it, but wins against the Yankees and the Rays and the Braves, like them some some pretty competitive wins.
Yeah. Let's see.
Home favorite. Ooh.
4-5 against Corbin. Nationals. Damn, how did he lose that?
I was gonna say, how you lose to Patrick Corbin? When was that? Oh, this is in June too.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. I don't like that.
Who's those? Can you go
Oh,
back?
as a favorite in general, he lost to Zach Thompson too, and he's not that good either.
Yeah.
What the hell?
A King said wind blowing out to the left too. Yeah, that's always nice for and I'm not the greatest Ronald with parks, but isn't Cincy like one of the better hitting parks for teams in general as far as one to take total over?
Yeah, I believe so. I think there should be over. Man, yeah, I was liking the over for some reason. Now I'm not sure.
not as much.
Yeah, but I mean, just from a numbers perspective, like the averages and the number of runs that they put up, it should be the over. I'm just gonna put that down as a
lean.
Yeah, as a lean for now. I'm gonna dive deeper into that one. I gotta find some support to the over, because I mean, how do you? If we're just looking at this in general, right? The numbers as far as how they hit in these spots, how did they not go over? Like, how did the Marlins not go over here? Is it because they have a starting pitcher that's like blanking the opponent? You know, maybe it's Alcantara or something like that. Yeah, that's what we're seeing, Mitch. Is they're hitting lefties really well. Yeah, what's up, Chris?
No. Only thing I was gonna add, I think I blanked on that they were playing the Marlins, like it didn't register. But the Marlins are terrible as far as scoring, though, Ronald. Like they just have not been able to score. Remember, we've been kind of talking about that. I know, like against righties, they're a lot better, but
it's like significantly better right there.
Better, yeah. What is the last? The last 5 is 3.2. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's still not hella good, but it's way better than they do against lefties. And if we lump that all together, it's probably saying like, oh, they're just not good at all. Period. You know what I mean?
Like, right. Yeah. 3.2 and 1.6.
So we would be relying on Reds to put up more runs, if anything.
Yeah. What about I know we won't spend too much more time on this game, Ronald, but I think the Reds in general. I mean, I granted those trends you just showed with Castillo as a favorite at home aren't the greatest. I think I just like the Reds to be able to score more, to be able to outduel the what is
their team total? How about that? What do we look at their team total then?
The Reds team total. That way you're not relying on Miami. Yeah, what about that? Let's see.
If it's 4.5, it
might be worth it, right? I'm pretty sure it's probably not going to be lower than 4.5. Let me go see. I'm going to check real quick.
If it's 4.5, then I think that might be the way to go.
It would make sense for probably both of them to be at 4.5. Well, Cincinnati at minus 150 on the run line. I mean, on the money line. As far as total,
4.5 minus 105.
Yep, minus 105. I like that.
I like that better than anything else we just said. All right, Reds team total over 4.5 minus 105. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Yeah, hell yeah. Like, I mean, they're averaging 5.2 there. 5.71. They should be able to. Man, I know. All right, so we look at one more time. Braxton Road. He gives up 3.51 there. 5.06 in evening games. 2.83. That's ugly.
Yeah, I was about to say, where did 2.8? That's what I was looking at. Where did 2.83 come from?
What's the first 5? What's the first 5 for team total for Reds?
2.5 plus 115 though.
Man, fuck.
Yeah, you know the book's not gonna give us they're not gonna give us a discount. They're not gonna give us a discount. The Marlins are only a 1.5. RC.
Pirates Okay, Pirates came 5, 2, 5, 3. So only 2 times has it gone over 4.5. That's the Cards, Mets, Nationals. Not. So the only one that worries me is probably these two here, Astros and Mets. Like to limit them under 4.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Line might just be priced exactly where it needs to be, Ronald, enough for us to stay off.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna put all right. So right now, officials, Astros, A's, full game under 7 for me,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I like that one a lot.
this Reds team total over 4.5. I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that, and then if you guys have chalkboard, I'll probably put that on chalkboard if we play it or if I play it. Garrett K's. 748.8. Well, what is the number,
yeah.
Mitch?
Cincinnati been so undisciplined. I'm about to look that number up too.
Oh, hey, look at that.
4.5.
Hey, this guy about to smack him.
Yeah.
Open that.
It's minus 160 though. I see Cameron say he got it at minus 105. That's a great line.
No, I think he's talking about the team total on that one.
Oh, they talking about the team total. I thought they was talking about Gary strikeouts because that's 4.5.
4.5. Hey, if we're looking at that 11 in the last few games.
Yeah, we know how undisciplined the Reds are. Like at bat, bro. They just swing at anything.
All right. Okay, let's move on to the next one more. Let's do one more.
Yeah, let's do it.
Rays, Orioles, or Guardians, Red Sox. Let's do. How about the chat? How about the chat chooses? Rays, Orioles, or Guardians, Red Sox. Rays, Orioles. Who's here? Oh, Rays. Oh, let's just do Rays because I wanted to see this one. Yeah.
Yeah, Rays came up anyway. Mitch said, let's do the Rays.
Oh, okay, good. All right. So Rasmussen, he's been pretty solid. 11-4, 2.82 ERA, 1.1 WHIP. Tyler Wells, he's been pretty good as far as his numbers goes, but he's 9-9. Or the Orioles are 9-9 when he starts. And if we look at the starter splits here, 5-3 at home, 3.63 at night. Evening games 9-2. Tyler Wells at home 3.58, but look at his last three, 6.75. Also pretty solid at night when you look at his ERA and his numbers. He actually gets pretty solid run support.
That's where my eyes went, Ronald. Straight to run support.
Yeah. LJ 8-2-1 first five overs for the Orioles. Okay, we'll look at that one.
They've been scoring.
Yeah, if we look at Rasmussen 9-4-2 to the over 2-0-1, 6-1-1. That's all over numbers here. And then on this side,
3-0. Yep.
Last three for Wells looks like an over. Batting splits here. There's that gap again between lefties and righties on the road. Rays hit righties
a lot better.
A lot better. 1.6 runs. Orioles a little bit less than they do against lefties at home. And then bullpen, significant advantage here on the Orioles side on the road home split. What if we do?
Check out that last 5 too, right?
Yeah, that's 5, yeah.
Ooh,
so they put
support for your over. Yeah, both teams put up numbers. Rays striking out a lot against righties. 10 strikeouts per game.
There's your K-prop.
I know, right?
Tyler Wells. And he's been doing a lot better last 3 games, even though he's only at 3.75. Oops, that was the wrong number. Sorry, 4.33, 3.25. Okay. Let's go here. I think this was one of my I think this was one of my trends. Okay, yeah, Rasmussen. So we do Drew Rasmussen. And that's pretty much it. 9-2
9-2.
on the first 5 money line and run line there. 3.18, 1.27.
Only giving up 1.27. Okay.
Yeah.
This is just This is just him away though, right, Ron?
This is just him as a favorite
Just
in general.
Him as a favorite. Okay.
Yeah. We could put it in the road and see what the split is.
Yeah. Put the away in. Ooh, 4-1. Okay. Only giving up 1.6.
And there's that full game over there. But I think LJ mentioned the first 5 over 3-2. What is the total? Oh, wait. He's at home. Wait, are they at home?
No, they're not at home. They're in Baltimore.
Oh, why is it not coming up then? Oh, you know why? Because minus 110 isn't considered a favorite. If it's minus 110, minus 110, that's why. All right, so we got the road here. So still, oh yeah, there's that over 3.89, 2.44. That's a big over. On the first 5 team total. And the full game 7-2, first 5 6-3. As a favorite, 5-1 on the run line there.
What's the total? I'm about to go check that one out. I hadn't looked into this game.
Yeah, this full total is 10. There must have been like a crazy ass game. Okay, there's only one crazy game, which is 11-5. Gave up 9 here. A lot of it coming after. So he'll blank some teams, or like he'll pitch well against some teams, and then all of a sudden throw some dookie.
Is there any consistency in that at all?
Yeah,
no, both of those are away.
All right, so first four starts on the road 3-2, 1-2. Then we got 9-9, 5-5, and then there's this 3 against the Royals.
Which way does he go from here?
Yeah, so 4 good ones, 4 sort of bad ones.
The Orioles got to be feeling themselves too, because they got to Shane McClanahan yesterday. Home run, first pitch of the game. Bow, straight out the park.
You thinking letdown spot?
Jeez. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it's a letdown spot, but I know the Orioles have been playing a lot better, and I think to get to Shane McClanahan probably does something for your juices, get you a little excited.
Yeah. All right. So shit. So as a favorite, they won the last 2, 5-1, 5-3. You mentioned McClanahan. There's Kluber there. Have they faced? Is this their first series with the Rays? Let me see.
Honestly, I have no idea. I know yesterday, I think, was the second game. Orioles been legit cold. O's team total been hitting 2. Sid said that.
All right, so this bodes well for the first 5 because, just in general against the Rays, 3-10-1 on the first 5, and they got that.
What about at home? What about at home, Ozzy?
2-5-1.
Okay. Oh, 7-1 to the over.
Where is that? Oh no, that's the run line.
Oh no, that's the run line. Okay.
Hey, look at that. So this is interesting because they come back right after 2-5-1, first 5, and then they're actually 6-2 on the full game.
That makes that's baseball described in a nutshell. Makes no sense.
Yeah. Look at that split right there. 2.75, 2.12, then it goes the opposite way.
That's crazy, bro.
What did we say about the bullpen again?
I don't remember.
Orioles. All right, so there's a bullpen because their bullpen fucking is solid. So they're not giving up runs out of the bullpen. And then that's probably why.
After the first 5,
probably why.
Damn. So many conflicting trends on both sides, I see.
Yeah. First 5. All right. Shit, I gotta cut out in like 3 minutes. So first 5, 18, 11, and 1 to the over. I think someone mentioned that the overs were pretty hot too. One,
Under,
2,
over, under, over. It's just kind of mixed.
6 of the last 7 they won.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, outright.
They got a
Rays,
win in there against Garrett Cole too. That's crazy.
they lost this one here 6-7, so that was pretty tight. They were able to put up runs there.
Oh yeah, that was Friday, right? It was last Friday. I remember that game. Mm-hmm. What up, S Dot? S Dot in the chat.
Oh, S Dot's here. That means that account's gonna pop up soon.
Yeah, he bring the naked account with him.
What's up, Harler? Formula? Hey, appreciate that, man. That's what we're trying to do it for. Yeah, I think. Damn, where was I going with this one? I think I was looking at the first 5 on the Rays side, which makes sense, and it's been going in that direction. And then we avoid the bullpen issue, right? And then we avoid the comeback on the Orioles side. It's just interesting to note that is what happens in these games with the Orioles, that their bullpen is so strong that you can't just count them out of these games,
Right.
even if they're losing in the first 5.
No, I agree. I definitely agree, Ronald. I mean, that's what all the trends and the data supports too. Go back like 2 pages, Ronald. I feel like we had a strong stat on the Baltimore in the first 5, though. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't.
Like to support Baltimore?
Yes. Hopefully we didn't, because I want to take the Rays first 5.
I think I'm going to take the Rays first 5. There's 12, 14, and 5 here. 15 and 11 on the run line, but that's plus and a half. That's plus half, right? And at this number, you should be able to take the money line. What is the money line?
That's exactly what I was just going to look at. Give me one
First
second.
5 money line.
It's probably really good because they're both minus 110 right now. Books don't know what to do with this one. So first 5 money line is minus 110 both ways.
Minus 10. Okay. I would just say I would say first 5 money line on the Rays.
I like that. Especially just because we see how much the Orioles score after the first 5.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. I gotta go to my next show. But all right, so guys, thanks for showing up here. But I'm gonna run through. Did I even move that? Sorry. Let me get this banner out the way. All right, so we went through 3 games: Astros, A's, Reds, Marlins, and then the Rays, Orioles. Is that all we went through? Just those 3, right?
Yeah, it was just those 3.
Yeah, and then so we got those 3 and official Astros, A's full game under 7. Right now, for me, these 2 are leans, and I don't know if I'm gonna bet them yet, but they're strong leans in my opinion. Reds team total over 4.5, and then Rays first 5 money line. I might take that first 5 money line. I think I'm gonna
I like
take
that first 5 line a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look a little more into it before I make it official, and that might be the play I'm putting in chalkboard. But I'm gonna look a little deeper into the A's and the Astros first 5 under 3.5 as well, Ronald. I think both of those teams struggle to score early in that game too. So
say that one more time. Sorry, I missed that.
Also, the same game, the Astros and the A's. I know you were talking about taking the full game under 7. I'm gonna look a little more into the first 5 under 3.5. I think both teams kind of struggle early to score as well.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Okay. All right, so Astros, A's full game under 7, possibly the full first 5 under 3.5 for you. Rays first 5 money line. I'm gonna say that's official. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna do that one. Minus 110. And then the lean would be Reds team total over 4.5. So those are the 3 plays that we've gone through today. Anything before you go, Chris? I know, I think you gotta talk about your show with Jay that you just did.
Yeah, man. I mean, and other than that, no. I would just tell people, especially the new subscribers, to check out Chalkboard. But yeah, I got a couple episodes that haven't dropped yet. Behind the curtain with your favorite capper. just taking the bettors behind who the people are as as people, and not just cappers, but also touching on their capping styles and what inspired them. So really loving
We
just enjoying
gotta
interviewing
we gotta
people.
schedule one together too. I gotta do one
We
with you.
do. I got to get
Yeah.
you on, Steve, for
We
sure.
do
But yeah,
this
other
show
than
every
that,
day.
nothing, man.
We can't schedule a time to do that. It sucks, but we'll be
We
able
do,
to.
bro. We'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there
Yeah, yeah.
eventually for sure.
All right, so
And as
this
always,
is
RC, appreciate you.
yeah,
Appreciate you for having me on, bro.
yeah. I got you, man. Every day, every day I wish I could have you on for real, man. Because I think this show, ever since you started going on the show and we've been doing this live capping, it really changed the dynamic of the show and also brought a lot of viewers, and it's a lot different. And I appreciate you for coming on every day doing this. But yeah, like I said, this is the end of the show, guys. Thanks to all who tuned in on YouTube and on Twitter. If you are on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button before you bounce. Make sure you check out the links in the description as well. There's that link to our chalkboard where me, Chris, and Finesse are hosting that. And as always, I have to end with this. Please remember, whether you fade us or follow us, it's on you to make that call. Good luck on all your action. Until next time. Peace.